Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Yo, how's everybody doing out there, guys? Revenge of the Sis, Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez. So anyway, do like your governors are going to do this year, guys, and do whatever you want. Go to Cabo, fly people around, just fly people in and have big parties. That's what I would do.
That sounds like fun, actually.
I want to really go over the top with it. Well, I mean, in Florida, we can't get in trouble, but I don't know. Maybe we should throw some kind of party in Florida. And like just to show off, just to flex on the rest of the country, you know what I mean? Get some good footage of it. Like just make an open party where everybody, like around Christmas time, like not at Christmas because everybody's busy, but let's just have a big party at some bar and just have everybody come and have like fucking Christmas decorations and just flex on these fools.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Just everyone running around, drinking, licking each other's faces and shit. Let's show these mothers.
Well, this one's a couple things in this video that I want to cover, but this is a quick 2-minute video. Check this out.
A Fox News alert, a huge demonstration outside a bar in Staten Island, New York, and it continues tonight. The owner of that bar was arrested for publicly defying the lockdowns put in place by the governor of that state. The bar owner spoke to us a few minutes ago. Nearly 2,000 people showed up outside his bar to protest his arrest, and as we said, many are still gathered there at this hour. We'll continue to keep an eye on this. Haven't seen anything like it before.
So the bar owner, and I'll go back to that video in a second, but the bar owner declared his land a sovereign land, and he wouldn't shut down. He kept it open. I swear to God.
Wait. You mean to tell me somebody in Staten Island, New York went sovereign citizen?
Yeah.
Like, it's, you hear about this shit in like Arkansas or like Oklahoma. There'll be some bar owner that's like, no, under the act of 1687, I'm allowed to. And you're like, what? But a New Yorker went sob sit? This is great.
This is 2 days ago in front of his bar.
Hey, yo, am I being detained?
This is them arresting him because he wouldn't shut down. They're literally arresting somebody for not shutting down.
Hey, yo, I don't consider myself a legal subject of the United States of America. What am I, being detained over here? Excuse me, sir.
Oh, fuck.
License and registration, please. Oh!
This is happening now. It's not just fucking hillbillies anymore, guys. People are getting pissed.
How the fuck do you feel? How the fuck do you feel doing that? Yeah, go home and eat. You go fucking home and eat. Arrested American citizens.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is this, all right? I don't recognize your legal authority to come in here and to see I'm a sovereign citizen. I got my own flag. I got my own thing over here. It's just I want to see Staten Island soft sit trial.
Shortly before this, they were throwing rocks at the Green Goblin and saying, "You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us."
And look, everybody knows, okay, that Timothy didn't act alone. Okay, he didn't exist in a vacuum. Is what I'm saying.
I like.
It took a lot of FBI dudes in his fucking ear. Oh, you should build a federal building. Look, let me tell you something. There's no bigger domestic terrorist organization than the FBI, and that's real. He's just going full spurg with it. He's getting in the van. He's going, "Hey, oh, Reed, sit over here."
And where are my thin blue line people at when this is happening? Where are you guys at, huh?
They're resting.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Putting him in handcuffs for opening up his business. That's where they're at.
Ask yourself, wait, how did we find ourselves here?
Hey, I'm at a drunk driving checkpoint, but I'm just going to slide my papers through. I got my papers taped up to my window. Why don't you read it?
Gotta get the lighting on.
Feels like a Blair Witch Project, but in Staten Island, so scarier. Yeah, we want to make sure the people that live on Garbage Island are safe.
It's not a nice place. Staten Island gets zero respect from anybody. It's really funny. Like, Staten Island only exists so that Long Island people have something to shit on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody will be picking on Long Island, and Staten Island will be like, yeah, you fucking trash. And Long Island will be like, hey, get a fucking hold of yourself. You're Staten Island. Knock it off.
Get them all. Get them all. Line them up.
It depends on what station it works for. You may get the news. You get one phone. Hold on. Channel 2?
They put us in lineup. Now put them in a lineup. They'll be the Gestapo.
Hey, the Gestapo over here.
He really.
This is great.
He really thought that just painting Autonomous Zone in orange, like it's a fucking laser tag place. Like,
Well, he was. Well, I guess from what I read from it, he was basically making fun of the Chaz or making fun of like the
Oh, okay, that's
so he was doing it as like, hey, I'm just like Chaz, bro, leave me alone. That's what he was doing.
Max Public House.
You got Scott Lebedo over here.
It's disgusting.
I tell you what, I guarantee you, if I was one of those moons, you wouldn't be here closing me down. If I was kicking in some sneaker store.
That they put their lives on the line to stay open and prove a point, and nobody's backing them the fuck up, except a handful of us. Get the fuck down here.
I can't go in.
Thin Blue Line, bro. Heroes, bro. They put their life on the line, dude.
Bro, they died in the towers.
Well, no, they're alive.
Well, I just meant in general, cops.
Are those ghost cops?
No, they're not.
Oh my God!
No, Royce.
Staten Island has ghost cops.
No, they're not.
Holy shit! I am terrified.
First of all, Reed, you act like you've never seen the documentary Ghostbusters before.
You're right. I apologize.
What, if you're the only guy on the planet and never saw that?
I apologize.
But that's what they'll always throw in your face in New York, like when they go, like, you guys are being fascists now, and they're like, hey, policemen died in the towers.
China's back open for business. China's back open for business. The kids are back in school.
I know. That's why I called it the China virus. There's a real lady. I know what I'm doing.
They're doing well. Danny's getting raided. They're laughing at us. They're trying to destroy us.
We got your back. We got your back. You got to have our back.
We got your back. Look, the guy's wearing a Thin Blue Line mask. I'm glad this is happening to this guy, by the way.
This guy's the most embarrassing.
I'm not glad that it's happening. The bartender, from everything I've seen, the guy who kept the bar open is actually pretty cool dude who's saying, fuck everybody, fuck you guys, I'm going to do what I want.
But this guy is like
we
modern
got your
art.
back. We got your back. Why don't you got my back?
This guy is a modern art piece right here.
They don't have your back. That's why I've always said, stop with the Thin Blue Line shit. Stop pandering to them. They don't have your back. And by the way, I'm not a person that's fucking like defund the police. I don't shit on cops all the time. When they do bad shit, I do, obviously. And when they do good shit, I praise them. But this whole making a religion around it is dumb. I mean, you have a Thin Blue Line mask on, and they're not going to back you because they want their jobs. So they're not backing you.
I'm also gonna say this. This is the same, like the right wing and the left wing both have Stockholm syndrome. And with the left, you saw when the BLM shit was going on, remember the guys that had the rocks thrown through the window? And they're like, we're on your side. Well, we have our own version of that with the bootlickers. And that's this guy is the same person on the other end that those kids were when they got the rocks thrown through their window. He's going, but I'm on your side over here. And they're like, they're not on your fucking side. They're in it for a paycheck and a pension. And if their paycheck and pension comes at the cost of making sure you can't have your paycheck and pension, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? And I'm not even saying that the police that show up to work and do this and collect their pension are evil. They're not. This is the human condition. Like, if we didn't build cathedrals and build like modern architecture in the Industrial Revolution, we'd still be out competing over like saber-toothed tigers and shit. And guess what? You'd cut somebody's throat out there in the jungle to take their food. That's just how human beings are. So it's ingrained in us. I'll throw 3 or 4 of y'all into a fucking volcano. I'm sorry. Most humans are cowardly.
There's no volcanoes in Florida.
Not yet.
You're right. Good point. Go to Yellowstone. There'll be one soon.
And please don't even say that, bro. In 2020,
I know.
what the fuck is
right.
wrong
That's
with
a
you?
good point. I'll jinx
What's
it.
wrong with you?
I'll jinx it. You're right. You're right.
Of all years, Royce goes, "Hey, at least we don't have any volcanoes swallowing Florida." It's like, no, don't say that. But yeah, like that's just how humans are. So I'm not even mad at these cops necessarily, but it makes me laugh when you see the guy with the thin blue line mask going, "Babe, but we're on the same side over. Hey, we're all people, right?" Oh, and it's like, no, they're cops. They're not people.
No. You should. This is the moment where you go, "Oh my God, we have to stop having their back. They clearly don't have ours."
You know when you should have somebody's, you should never always have anybody's back. You know when you should have people's back? When they're right. That's when you should have somebody's back, right? Like this, there is a certain element. All right, if we go into a bar right now and I just grab some dude's girlfriend's titties, right? And then I take an ass beating, I don't expect Royce to really step in and try to help me. Like,
were they nice titties?
That's all you care about is if they were good titties.
Curious.
You'd be like, all right, fine, they were nice titties.
No, I'll get your back.
But he says, sometimes you got to learn a lesson in life. You just sometimes you go, I can't have your back here because you just committed sexual assault in a bar. So if this guy, I'll get you out of here safely. But if you're expecting me to fight these dudes with you, you committed a sexual assault.
Well, she's
right. You take this up with your supervisors and your union officials, and
they're not going to take.
Oh my God, I love this.
Hey, Larry David. They're not going to take it up with any of these people, you moron.
That's the best. I'm going to go speak to the police union. You know that group that notoriously is known for serving justice to police officers? That might be he might be better than Mask Guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the organization that's in charge of protecting and shielding you from the crimes you commit. That doesn't sound like a good plan, sir.
Get on the right side of this. You're on the wrong side of this. You're supposed to be protecting the public.
Think that guy's Jewish?
Hurting the public.
You know what I think? I think you teachers don't work enough. I think you teachers should have to work in the summertime too. So I'm going to go to the teachers unions and I'm going to tell them I want them working in the summertime.
This guy is very not him. He's Italian.
We always have your back. Remember that. We always have your back.
You take this up with your supervisors and your union officials, and you get on the right side of
Uh-huh. Why isn't he wearing a green hat?
He looks familiar.
You're on the wrong side of this.
Yeah, he is. I told you who he's. Larry David.
No, but he looks like an actual comedian.
Larry David's an actual comedian.
I mean, like a comedian not would be well known, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, people know Larry.
Somebody at like a Barry Ribs level.
Got it. Someone that's Bob Levy's friend.
Exactly. Somebody on that level, but I can't remember who it is, but he reminds me of somebody.
Side of this. You're supposed to be protecting the public. You are hurting the public. You are protecting the dictators in the governor's mansion.
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying, sir. Sir, I understand what you're saying, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Sir,
who's this guy standing in front that's not a cop?
They don't realize. Get on the right side. They don't realize.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to stand
he is
back.
a cop. There's his badge.
I just want to explain to you, sir, okay, that I have a 3-year-old daughter, okay, and I have to pay for a house in Linwood, and it's very expensive. So if I have to face, I will do so to protect my pension.
I mean, seriously.
Some lost lights with you. That's safe.
Where's my sandwich?
There goes the bartender that now can't work tonight.
Be ashamed of yourself.
They gave you tickets too? Really?
They gave them a
bartender.
They gave them a ticket. Yeah, I guess because you're not supposed to be there. They gave the bartender a ticket.
That's fucked, man. That's shitty, dude.
Even the workers get summonses.
Video of the summons.
How much is the ticket?
This is going to be on top of the process.
How many they give you?
What's happening right now?
They gave them
2, 3, 4 tickets.
4. They gave them 4 tickets.
You got 5 summonses?
Yeah.
Everyone's giving. This is how community goes.
Said it was up to $1,000. The bartender got $1,000 worth of tickets,
which is pretty not shocking when you think about New York tickets. They're insane.
These people are trying to give her money.
Yes.
Which, by the way, you're not fixing. First of all, you fucking simps. Stop it. Stop going, oh, it's so, because let's be honest, if that was just some dude, you probably wouldn't be breaking out the cash as quickly. Second of all, you're not going to win any fucking war of ideas by paying the fines.
The war of ideas, you just came up with that. That's really cool. You should make a whole network and a dark web about it.
I hate you.
What?
But you're not going to get anywhere by like, if anything, what you should say is, like, if you're going to be a simp for this chick, you should go, you know what? Let's get you an attorney and let's fight this thing to the fucking bone.
There's already a guy there.
But that's there's no the whole, like, oh yeah, no, we'll just pay the fines for you, darling. Okay, so the state learns nothing then.
Well, but this Mary Ann person's happy because her realty thing's getting a nice plug. So good for her.
Right, oh man.
Which also now that made me think of also how many things are shut down next to it because of their being shut down. How many of this lady's probably has a bunch of these signs up.
This girl was in there just collecting donations. She's a bartender in the place.
How much is the total on the summons? 5,000.
Wait. $5,000?
Yeah, well, she's a woman and they're simps, so I'm gonna go with 3,500.
No, she actually said they tried to give her money and she wouldn't take it.
Oh well.
So good for her. I mean, she didn't take the money.
For going to work. $5,000. $5,000.
But hey, where's your thin blue line, huh? Babe, blue line. They're gonna protect you.
Hey guys,
by the way, if cops are gonna do this over COVID, you know what they're gonna do when they come to tell you to take your fucking guns? You know what's gonna happen?
Hey, by the way, I don't know if maybe you just didn't hear me earlier, but we're on your side. You know that, right?
Here's a ticket.
But I didn't even do anything. I wasn't even in the bar.
Here's a ticket for talking back.
But I didn't.
Here's another ticket. Here's another ticket for being on our side.
Should I just leave then?
Yeah, fine, but there's going to be a ticket. It's a leaving ticket.
It's New York in a nutshell.
That is New York. Am I wrong?
Shame to yourself. How fucking happy you guys to go home.
Holy shit.
I'm waiting for somebody to say, you know, my uncle was a cop on 9/11. You know it's coming.
Somebody going to work. How proud of you.
This is insane.
Whoa.
Fucking disgusting.
You're fucking animal. You know what? I'll be honest, out of everybody there, I like her, though. I did kind of like her.
Staten Island people are trashy.
You fucking animal. I'll fuck you up.
They will fist fight
cops
outside of a bar.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Gave the poor girl a $5,000 fine. She just works here. Fucking disgusting.
But you know what it is to give a $5,000 fine to an employee, not even the owner, right? An employee of a business?
Yeah, I mean, the only time you should really be allowed to do that is if they serve like underage people.
No,
of course. But yeah, there's no.
But
reason
just for going to work.
It's out of the autonomous zone.
We're staying right here. This is an autonomous zone. I'm staying right where I want. There's nobody walking by here.
Three summonses just for being their attorney. They gave me some.
Wait. They gave the attorney?
So what? So now he can't.
He can't represent them?
Dude, this is.
They gave 3 summons to the attorney?
Also, can I add? This guy's an attorney?
Staten Island attorney. Hold on. Hey. Let's do we reporters and how they look depending on whether he's Staten Island attorney.
Hey, if anybody hurt their ankles during this entire whole affair, please contact me. We're all suing the NYPD.
This guy had 2 options: become an attorney or go after Daredevil. Those were his 2 options, and he picked attorney. What do you want him to do, Mike?
I'm just picturing the code on him.
Yeah, of course. An ascot.
Oh fuck, that's great.
Shit. I'm
telling you right now, I was so pissed off. I almost knocked out that cop like I did Bart Gunn at Brawl for All.
That's not him. Come on, man. No. You know, I was so mad that I ate the turnbuckle.
George the Animal Steel reference.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, so then I started attacking the cop, right? But then he did the right sequence and he hit me in the stomach, and then I was stunned, and then he was able to hit me in the face repeatedly.
That's King Hippo.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's King Hippo. Does this man look like royalty to you? Oh fuck.
With him, completely polite to him,
What are the
and
violations,
completely
Lou?
respectful.
What are the
And they
violations?
I haven't even read them yet. They asked for my license.
I'm an attorney and I can't read.
So they gave me 3.
That's hilarious.
You want me to represent you? Tell him he knows an attorney.
I was just here, just so everybody
got fined for doing his job.
Just here,
being an attorney.
Just here.
I love the in
Hey,
the
you
back.
little scumbag.
I love the Staten Island babbling in the back. Guys, fucking scumbags.
Make sure everything was peaceful and calm. That's the only reason I was here. I was just here to make sure everything was peaceful and calm. I was on my way to my son's
And then I
basketball
realized that was just Staten Island. I realized that it was just a complete waste of time. I don't know what I was thinking.
Honestly, this place is so fucked up. I wasn't sure what bar it was.
I mean, honestly, it's Staten Island. People get stabbed at baptisms around here. It's fucking wild.
when I got a call that the sheriffs were coming in. I came by.
Can I just
the
make a
sheriffs
comment
came
here
in.
too?
Sure.
Can we all agree? Good camera.
Oh, great camera.
This is
Yeah,
a
we're
good-
filming to really good
I don't know
job.
who's filming what camera this is, but can we get a
Yeah.
Can the person let us know what kind of camera they're using?
That's
a
a
nice
very good camera.
Because it's autofocused on him good, but even the blurry stuff behind him looks good. Like this looks like a real legit documentary or something.
Good for him.
And I said, guys, be respectful, be cooperative, and and make sure everything's calm.
And then I realized again that I was in Staten Island and I was really just wasting my breath.
Yeah.
After they gave me the summons, I was in there for an hour.
Represented right now?
I'm in there for an hour. Danny's in there by himself.
He can't be represented right
They
now?
want me out of there.
Well, so he's not allowed representation right now.
And here he is being arrested.
I also want to say something about this situation. You know, we always see these videos. It's like some small town Texas bar owner. Or it's this guy or it's that guy. This guy's going to New York jail.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to Central Booking Gen Pop in a New York City jail for opening up a bar. We always talk about the fines and the fact that just by principle alone these rules are draconian. But think about the actual impact of, like, it's the holiday season, it's a couple weeks till Christmas. You got shopping to do. You'll be out on bond in the morning, but like that's not the point. Like, you got to spend the night in a New York City. Like, I've been to jail before, but nothing like a New York City jail. That's miserable. That's a miserable thing to do to somebody. Like, there's a reason why back in the day cops would let you slide on shit, because they genuinely had some flex back then, and they genuinely would consider, do I really want to stick this guy in fucking jail? They had an idea of what that process was. So they go, you know what? I don't want to fuck you over too bad. Look, do me a favor. I know your license is suspended. I should technically arrest you, but it looks like it was suspended 2 days ago. So look, just whatever. Go get your shit straightened out. Merry Christmas. And you go, wow, man, thank you. They don't do that anymore. They're like, now they're just arresting a guy for opening up his bar. They gave this poor bartender $5,000 in fines. And again, this guy has to spend the night in a New York jail. Like, that's shitty.
Somebody's pointing out that's not NYPD, that's the sheriffs, which it is. It is sheriffs because it says sheriffs on the thing. NYPD is worse when it comes to this stuff. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's what your point was, but in terms of enforcing these rules, NYPD is worse.
There is no sheriff's jail.
Correct.
They're going to the same jail. It doesn't matter who the fuck, like, you know what I mean? It could be a fucking security guard that arrests you. You're going to the same jail. You're still going to either the Tombs, or you're going to Central Booking, or you're going to one of those really shitty jails. Like, it doesn't matter who arrests you. You're still going to the same spot. Same thing here in Florida. You can get arrested by the sheriffs, you can get arrested by a local PD, or you can get arrested by Florida Highway Patrol. Guess where you're going? Polk County Jail. There's one place they drop off the trash. So yeah, this is fucked, man.
This guy's the attorney. How do you feel?
By the way, that female detective, I want to see her without the mask. She looks like she might be able to get
Her?
it. Yeah.
Now! Now! Every one of you should be ashamed now! You're cowards! You're cowards now! Now! We're fucking occupied.
All we want to do is make sure he's okay. They won't even tell us where they're taking him. Where are you taking him, guys? They won't even tell us where they're taking him. Where are they taking him?
They're not even telling his attorney where they're taking him?
Irish rebels over.
Hey, we back, you guys. Look at my mask.
But the thing is, man, that means a lot of these people are going to have to get better attorneys in this big fucking greaseball because they're going to have to get some dudes that are in deep that can fight. Because I mean, and when I say fight, I don't just mean fight like the constitutional, this is wrong and all that shit. I mean get a lawyer that can fight them on every procedural misstep that they make, because these cops are flustered right now. They don't, let's be honest. They'll do this because they'll protect their pensions. But a lot of them really don't want to be doing this. A lot of them would rather just be standing around Rockefeller Center doing nothing. This isn't fun for the cops either, but they'll do what they're told. So that means they're flustered, they're frazzled. So you need to get one of those lawyers that's like, okay, and did you read them their Miranda rights? And did you notify their attorney where you were taking them? And did you you need a lawyer like that who's going to really just nitpick the state and try to fuck them, because that's all you can do.
Do that. How can they do that?
Let him find out. Let him find out.
Killer! Cuomo! Taking him to the sheriff's office.
Hey, guys! Quiet!
Quiet! Be quiet!
The whole long thing they had ready
This
for
is executive order, emergency order, directed, ordered,
New York City.
Commissioner of Health, whereas
One man arrested for running his business.
Cuomo, despite
About
efforts
40
pursuant to
cops
shall
are down
assist,
there, literally 40 cops.
premise observed, to allow the name of Scott and others
Guys, silence! Let the man talk!
hereby ordered,
Show a little respect.
without further
In Staten
proceedings,
Island?
that
This is them being
Okay, so-
respectful.
Hey, dickhead, show some fucking respect over here. Hey, fuck you.
So this order simply says, excuse me.
That we will no
Excuse
longer
me,
be
just
allowing
help.
Spider-Man
This
to
order
operate in
simply
this
says
city.
That they need to cease and desist. Nowhere here is there an arrest warrant, and nowhere here is anything about arresting anyone on their private property. So I'll ask. You don't have to ask. You don't have to answer. My name is Andrew Lanza. I'm the senator who represents this area. I'm a former prosecutor. On behalf of my constituents,
Thank you, Andy.
I would just like to have an answer. Why was he arrested?
Hold on. Whoa, wait a second.
Can I just?
Okay, hold on. Now it's getting a little different here.
I'd like to point out to those of you that aren't familiar with New York that Staten Island is a very small neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, I really genuinely feel like the senator is somewhere in the area close enough that he's like, the hell's going on down there? And just walked over. Because it's that, like,
Right.
Staten Island's a small fucking neighborhood, dude.
He even put his mask on with the seal of his city. It's fucking. He did. You know what? Good for him, honestly. I mean, I also know that he's doing it because he wants votes when he gets to come. I get that. But still, it is nice to see a senator show up.
But that's the only reason they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, but good. I'm glad he's doing the right thing. And honestly, he's probably a no mask guy. He probably had to go find that mask.
Well, his mask keeps falling down under his nose. Did you see?
But you could tell he probably had to go, God damn it, I never wear that thing, but I can't go out there without it because I'm going to look bad in the soundbite later. So he even went and grabbed his mask.
I was told you would tell me why he was arrested, and now I'm asking for that answer.
Transparency.
Nobody wants
Where's the transparency? As an authority, why this guy was arrested?
Okay, shut up. The senator can handle this without you, buddy.
I really hate this
You're
Staten
not,
Island
No,
guy.
I understand. And I understand that he's mad, and I mean,
hateable.
I'm mad too. But
once the senator shows
let
up,
the
you're
guy
like,
figure
oh,
it
cool.
out.
Yeah, that's when you sit back and go, dope. All right, we got a senator here.
You have to give an answer why he was arrested. Why was he arrested?
Shut
Bunch of bitches.
Where's the transparency? We're gonna open the fucking restaurant up. How about that?
Andy,
Guys, that's not helping. If they don't want to answer, they don't have to answer. They're doing their job.
They do have to answer.
Listen to me. We respect law enforcement on Staten Island like no
We
other
love our cops, our law enforcement.
You, every single one of you.
That's why there's no
But
riot.
we also have questions. We also have questions as American citizens. You just took out one of our constituents, one of our neighbors, a business owner, in handcuffs. I asked why. You handed this to me. This piece of paper does not authorize your arrest. If there was some other reason why you arrested him, I'd like to know what that is.
But you can't trespass him. It's his property. You can't trespass somebody on their own property.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
But that's what the guy said, right? So I'll tell you what happened here. This scene was going on. This shit was fucking going crazy. This thing was going nuts. And somebody from the governor's office, maybe even Cuomo himself, was like, "You arrest that guy. We're going to show him. You arrest that guy." Because this guy, from what I've been reading, has been defying the governor's order openly, saying, "I'm not going to shut this. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it." So what they're doing now is making an example of him. And that was somebody. Now, the senators have a very good point. There isn't an arrest warrant. Nowhere in the order to say you could arrest people. You could find people. It does say that on the emergency order. It does. But it doesn't say you could arrest people.
Can someone answer or no?
Who's the senior officer here?
They trespassed him.
Who's the
On his own
senior
property.
officer?
A lot of quiet going
So
on.
nobody
You can speak with him. Who signed it? Who's the senior
By the way, there's no senior officer there. For these things, they don't send senior officers, okay? They send whoever's wearing the midnight shift.
Yeah, stop using lingo you learned on TV shows. Hey, where's the LT? I want to speak to the LT. Shut up. You're just a fucking construction worker from Staten Island. Shut up.
I'm not threat to you.
Let the senator
Sheriff
speak.
Department
Let
does
him
not
speak
have an
with the
answer
senior
why this
officer.
man
Who
was
is it?
arrested. His attorney is right here, and you can't even...
Shut up!
This is-
Let the attorney, honestly, right now, and I'm sorry, but the most helpful thing you could do is let the attorney and the senator handle this. Can we agree that that would now be the best course of action here?
His attorney why he was arrested. No, he can't tell you as your attorney.
Oh, he did tell him.
I don't ever want to hear people say that Long Islanders are the worst New Yorkers ever again. I never want to hear that again.
I see you all the same, so it doesn't matter to me. All of New York sucks. Fucking pick any of the boroughs. I don't care. They all fucking suck.
To deal with the fines. All the people in the establishment, all the employees got big fines. We'll represent them.
Hey, listen, you guys don't have to answer.
It's just really crazy to see that Pat Munaki became an attorney, you know? That's pretty cool. Warning, no trespass. You can enter this property only if you have the owner's or legal occupant's written verbal permission, or you are a U.S. mail carrier, commercial, or delivery service, or you're responding to a medical or fire emergency, or you possess valid constitutional Fourth Amendment warrant signed by a judge with proper jurisdiction showing a probable cause and the specific place and things to be searched. All other persons are excluded. The right to exclude anyone, even government or law enforcement, is a fundamental constitution, blah, blah, blah. So they put that sign up.
Answer. But now that you're here, now that I see you have the power of arrest, why don't you stick around? Because the Democrats passed a law a year and a half ago.
Okay, stop. Look, I get it. I understand. So let's see. I'm just going to...
So you people that are here now, you better stick around for this kid to stick up for them in their business. Yes. So again...
Hey, who's this guy? Is he an attorney?
I would assume that he is.
Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, I want the fucking street packed with people.
Who are you?
Highland Boys.
I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this guy is.
Is this your big Spartacus moment? I hate people like this.
Okay, so here's a senator. This is actually what I wanted to say.
God, that's a good camera.
They came out, and he was in handcuffs, and he's been taken away. I asked the sheriffs for an explanation. I think the community is entitled to one.
Okay, first off, that's John Taffer. The mask is not hiding it. That's John Taffer. He was doing a bar rescue.
And he's mad now because all his footage is useless.
Now he can't rescue the bar anymore.
Again, that's how it works in America when the government carts someone off. I was told they would give me an explanation. I told them who I was, that I was the senator representing this area. I'm also, by the way, a former prosecutor. I know my way around the law a little bit. And they provided this to me as the explanation for hauling him out in handcuffs. Now what this is an order for the closure of this establishment. This is not an arrest warrant. In fact, there's nothing here that speaks to whether or not anyone ought to
Somebody says I'm wrong. That's actually Nick DiPaolo.
been arrested. So again, I posed the question, and I understand that things are a bit volatile and they might not want to answer here at this forum. But at the same time, I think at some point, the people of Staten Island deserve to have an answer with respect to why one of our neighbors was carted off in handcuffs.
Because Cuomo fucking said so. There's nothing. There's no other hidden secret. Because Cuomo fucking said so.
Yeah,
That's why.
There's not going to be much recourse here until it becomes just a national battle. Until motherfuckers like stop getting voted in, nothing's gonna work.
Well, this was on December 1st. Apparently, every night, large crowds of supporters have been showing up in front of it and defied the COVID restriction. Holy shit! Do you want to see how many? Okay, I hadn't seen this. So this is last night. You want to see what this place looks like last night?
A Grant City section of
A Staten Island bar turned out last
Oh,
night
wow,
to
it's almost
protest
like,
its shutdown. Police say the bar, located in a COVID hotspot, repeatedly defied restrictions.
CBS News' John Diaz joins us live from the Grant City section of Staten Island with more this morning. John?
Yeah, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Marion. After showing up in large numbers last night, protesters have since left. They left late last night, but this morning, though, I want you...
Yeah, it's 6 in the morning. They're not going to be there at 6 in the morning.
Take a look right here behind me. You could see that there are still notices hung up here on this bar stating that a partial vacate order, only allowing the owner inside and emergency responders. Now, the New York City...
But you arrested the owner.
Sheriff Office says there were no arrests last night and no one was issued a summons.
But there was an arrest. We saw the man get arrested.
No, it's just the day after.
This is the day after.
So maybe nobody was arrested the day after.
Oh, okay, you're right. You're right.
Two flew over what looks like a major block party on Staten Island.
Yeah, it's
Wednesday
almost like it's very similar to the Streisand effect. It's almost like what you should have done was just nothing.
And nobody would have shown up.
And there's no big crowd. You see how that works? It's almost like you should just let a couple of barflies take up space on a stool and drink. Some people just want to do that. And I can tell you this, the kind of people that are hanging out in a Staten Island bar on a weeknight are not the kind of people that care if they die.
No, yeah.
So let them have
alone.
Night, but instead it was a large protest. Most people without masks on, hundreds standing shoulder to shoulder with American flags and political signs demanding change in the area, demonstrating in front of New York City sheriff's officers who were...
Don't show up with your Trump stuff. I cannot stress this enough. Don't. And it's not me shitting on Trump. I'm not shitting on Trump. But the moment that people start showing up with their Trump stuff, then all the media is going to go, oh, it's just a political thing. It's a bunch of Trump. This should be angry people being mad at the government.
But they don't
It shouldn't
care.
I know. It shouldn't be a political party that is mad at the government. It should be people that are mad that they're not allowed to go into a business. This isn't about Trump. This isn't about Biden. This isn't a political rally. This is about them arresting somebody for opening their bar without any law saying that they could. This is what this is about. The Trump 2020 and the Trump flags in this situation don't do anything.
They don't care. They don't listen. They don't care. It's a cult. It became a cult. You just showed that music video yesterday. That's the mentality of these people.
Video.
They don't fucking care, which is why I got so sick of being a part of these movements. Because nobody really gives a shit. They just want to fucking advertise their shit all the time.
But
put no thought into it.
But here's the truth when it comes to stuff like this too, right? In the real fucking world, where people stop playing by the rules and get real, what was the MTV thing?
Start being real.
Whatever. In the real world, road rules. But see, in the real world, there's probably a lot of people that didn't vote for Trump, or a lot of people that didn't vote, even people that voted for Biden that are actually mad at this, right? Where they're like, oh, I voted for Biden because of this, but not because of that, whatever. But now you start losing people that you want as many people as possible, regardless of their political affiliation, to be there with you and be fucking pissed. This can't be a fucking Republican Democrat thing. This has to be a taking people's freedoms versus not. Because you were bringing up too, like there was a lot of fucking people that were all scared of coronavirus. You're talking about your friends in Tampa in the service industry that are now like, they can't shut down again. I need my job. There's a lot of liberals. There's a lot of Bernie bros now that are like, yeah, I fucking Bernie. Okay, I get it, but I have to go to work.
I get what you're saying, Royce, but how do I own the libs?
Not everything is about owning.
No,
the
but
libs.
how do I own them?
You don't have to.
Like, I understand what you're saying, but just hear me out on this. How do I?
People stop getting polite. That's what it was. Sorry.
That's what it is. But no, but like I get where you're coming from and like freedom and Constitution and all that. It's whatever. But like, how do I trigger snowflakes?
You don't have to.
The fuck I don't.
No,
that's what this is all about.
No, it's not. It's not about
culture war, dude.
No, it's not about that.
Do you understand why I hate a lot of Trump people now? That's why. Because neither side, I've learned in the last 4 years, neither side actually cares. Everyone just wants to make their point and shout over everybody and trigger snowflakes.
Guarding the front of Mac's Public House, it's a bar and restaurant that was forced to close when its owners refused to stop indoor dining in an orange zone after several warnings.
An orange zone. Did you know it was an
general
orange
manager seen here.
Hey, I want to apologize, Mike, for everything I said before in this past hour. It was an orange zone. I wasn't aware. Because if I would have known, who gives a fuck what zone it was in? I'm so sick of these zones.
Getting
But
escorted
as long as it
out
wasn't
in
purple or
handcuffs
red.
Tuesday night.
Because I'm not fucking around.
You're not messing around with those?
No, why would you go to anywhere in the purple and red zones? It's illegal.
Oh, you're right.
If you go through that magical barrier, that's it. You get arrested by the government.
And Damien's had a good point. He says it was 2 blocks away from open restaurants. So 2 blocks away was a different zone, and they were allowed to have restaurants open.
For defying the order.
They're just trying to support their
family. The chat goes, orange zone bad.
family.
Kevin Smith was mixed in with the group of
Man,
supporters.
Kevin Smith looks worse now.
By the way,
Voicing
somebody in the
his
chat
concerns.
says nobody says snowflakes anymore. Jesus Christ. Someone doesn't have a Twitter account.
Ooh.
I dare you to. Oh, by the way, you don't think anybody says snowflakes anymore? I haven't even been to Parler, but I bet you if I went to Parler right now and typed snowflake into their fucking search bar, I'd be here all day. So don't tell me nobody says that. There
Over
are boomers
why he
that are
believes
still
this
doing that.
enforcement is wrong.
There's people doing heroin and defecating on the subway. And, I
And
think
that's just in my house. That's just my wife.
the virus a lot more.
Wait a minute. There's
than
people
some
doing
have.
heroin and defecating on the floor? Then maybe they should have shut that bar down.
No, not in the bar in this.
Oh,
I'm going to drink in Staten Island.
Keith McIlarney is the owner and feels he is being stopped from making money.
I'm allowed to be inside my private property. I pay my rent, and within paying my rent, they're saying right now I can't serve food and I can't serve alcohol.
However, the guidelines for orange zone areas allowed him to serve takeout, alcohol, and outdoor diners. The area.
Oh, good. Outdoor dining.
where?
At that fucking. You see that little tiny square?
Have you seen some of the outdoor stuff that they're doing? Some of the outdoor stuff is resembling, there used to be a word for it, buildings.
Yeah, they built
Have
those
you seen those?
structures that
They're
you can.
building.
Indoor, outdoor.
Outdoor is becoming indoors. They're building actual structures that are just like being. What's the difference?
There's no logic behind it.
I don't understand it.
Area has one of the highest COVID infection rates in the city. The zip code it's in is at 8.62%.
8.62%.
Oh my God, we're all going to die. What's the death? What's the deaths?
Like 3 people.
Oh.
But this local business owner tells us restrictions
Oh, boy.
are too tough.
Oh, boy.
It's not enough for someone operating in New York City.
We pay high city tax. We pay high state tax. We pay high federal tax.
It's almost like you should fucking move.
Everybody else.
Hey,
A lot
great
of us
value, John Leguizamo. Why don't you just move literally anywhere else?
move.
need to operate.
There's
above
this
a certain-
weird disease that New Yorkers have.
It's HPV. A
And
lot of
it's-
people have it. It's not just New Yorkers.
But there's this. I talk to New Yorkers all the time. Like my nephew finally just broke away from this fucking mind spell that New York has over you. But every time I talk, this is why I always yell at you Californians too. Like, not necessarily if you have kids and they're in school and stuff, but I know single people in California that always tell me, I can't afford to leave here. And it's like, yeah, That whole place is set up to make sure you can never afford to leave.
It's a
That's
really
the
good point.
scam.
Yeah, you're right.
You fuck. So the
a
point
Ponzi
is,
scheme.
it's what I tell people in New York and what I tell people in California all the time. Just leave. Like they go, but how do I make the jobs don't pay as much down there? Yes, because everything's like a fifth of the price. Like do you not understand math? Like New York has this spell over people, and they go, I can't leave. This is my, and it's like, it's not that great. A couple of months in Florida, and you're gonna go, holy shit! I actually have money in my bank account. You know what? I'm gonna take the day off of work. I'm gonna go to the beach. Like you could just, dude. I know this sounds nuts, right? But like our parents used to do this back in the day. If you live in Florida, you can actually just take a day off of work and go to the beach. It's pretty dope. Like you can afford to, even if you wait tables, you can afford to do that here. But these people, and they go, it's too expensive. And it's like, they got to do something around here. And it's like, or you could leave. Like that is an option. These people in New York and California they remind me of people that are in an abusive relationship. And you go, he's literally hitting you on a weekly basis. You have to leave him. And they're like, oh, but I wouldn't know. Like, remember the Dane Cook bit? But he's got all my CDs in his truck. I can't just leave all those CDs. That's how New Yorkers think. And it's like, just leave.
Capacity just to be able to even pay our bills and pay our staff.
That is why many supporters showed up.
At a certain point, you know, like people, like people on the left like to say, our body, our choice.
But business owner Larry Tajudin, who works next to the bar, wonders why everyone can't come together to slow the spread.
Why can't we just all be on one page?
That guy is a sinister vibe.
Because your laundromat is allowed to be open, you piece of shit. Because you're fucking, see, that's the business next door is a laundromat. Because your laundromat's allowed to be open, you fuckface.
Now, some other business owners telling us that they are aware of the increase in COVID cases here in this area, but they feel, though, that their hands are tied with little to no help, they say, from, local, state, and federal authorities.
So, again, this is another. Oh, well, Trump needs to give us more money. We need more handouts. That's what you want. Instead of the handout things, it's just, open up. And you know what? You can't just, they do it anyway, but you shouldn't. I say you can't because saying can't to this is not true because they do it. You shouldn't just print money. You shouldn't just print money to try to get yourself out of this, because that's how you have a housing crisis. That's how you have a lot of financial crises. That's how you have market crashes. That's how people's 401ks disappear. You can't just fucking write a check out of this. It's not how it works.